So very cool stitch. It adds some depth to the work on both sides of the fabric. On this video, I'm going to teach you how to do the side saddle cluster stitch. I'm going to be using a 4mm hook and some cotton yarn size 4. Before the stitch, you want to start with a foundation chain that's a multiple of 5 plus 2. So in my case, I have 17. For row 1, you want to do 1 single crochet into the second chain from the hook. So you skip 1 and into the second one, do 1 single crochet. Then you want to start your row repeat. You're going to chain 3. And now you're going to do 4 double crochets together over the next 4 chains. So what that looks like is you're going to yarn over. You're going to go into the next chain. Grab the yarn and pull it through. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops and stop. And you're going to do that into each of the next 3 chains. So yarn over, insert your hook, grab the yarn and pull it through, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain, grab the yarn, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. And now the last one, yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain, grab the yarn, pull through, 2 loops in your hook, yarn over, pull through 2. And so that is 4 chains that we've worked through. Now you have 5 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 5 loops. And that's a 4 double crochet together across 4 chains. So now to continue the row repeat, you want to chain 1 and do 1 single crochet into the next chain. So into the next chain here, 1 single crochet. So that ends the row repeat. You can go back to the beginning of it by chaining 3. Doing 4 double crochets together across the next 4 chains. So let's do that. Yarn over, grab yarn, pull through, and then do that 3 more times. Five loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through all 5. Now we chain 1 and do 1 single crochet into the next chain. 1 single crochet to finish the row repeat again. So you repeat that however many times you need, and I will see you at the end of the row. So at the end of the row here, I've done my final 4 double crochets together, chain 1, and now I have 1 chain left into which I'm going to do my final single crochet of this row. And this here is the end of row 1. For row 2, you want to chain 5 and flip your work. You're going to do 1 single crochet into the top of the cluster. So we're going to refer to the 4 double crochets together as a cluster. Into the top of it, we're going to do 1 single crochet. Now don't be confused with the chain 1 that you did after the cluster. So this is going to be the chain 1. This little hole right here. So you want to do your single crochet into the top of the cluster. Now we're going to start our row repeat. You're going to chain 3. And now you're going to do 4 double crochets together into the next chain 3 space. So around the chain space, you're going to do the cluster. You yarn over, insert the hook, pull the yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2. Do that 3 more times so that you do your 4 double crochet together cluster. I'm doing it a little faster because I already explained it on the first row. 5 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through all 5. Chain 1 to continue the row repeat. And now you're going to do 1 single crochet into the next cluster. Remember, into the top of the cluster, not the chain 1. So into the top of the cluster, you're going to do 1 single crochet. And that finishes your row repeat. You can go back to the beginning of it by doing a chain 3. 4 double crochets together around the chain space. Let's do that. Five loops in my hook, yarn over, pull through all 5, chain 1, and then 1 single crochet on top of the next cluster. So do that for however many stitches you have left. And at the end of the row, you're going to finish with your final chain 3, 4 double crochets together around the chain space. Five loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through all 5. But here you're not going to chain 1. You're actually just going to do a double crochet into the final single crochet of the previous row. So you've done your 4 double crochets together, and now we are just going to yarn over and do a double crochet into the single crochet of the previous row. And that there is the end of row 2. For row 3, you want to chain 1 and flip your work. You're going to skip the first stitch and then do 1 single crochet into the top of the next cluster. So 1 single crochet there. You're going to start your row repeat now. You're going to chain 3. And now around the chain space, you're going to do a cluster of 4 double crochets together. So we know how to do that by now. I'm going to go a little faster. That's my 3rd one. And this is my 4th one. You have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 5. Back to the row repeat. You're going to chain 1. And now do 1 single crochet into the top of the next cluster. And that finishes the row repeat. You can go back to the beginning of it by chaining 3, doing a cluster of 4 double crochets together around the chain space, chain 1, and then a single crochet on top of the next cluster. So you do that for however many times you need, and I will see you at the end of the row. So at the end of row 3 here, you're going to be left with the turning chain. So you've just done the final 4 double crochet together cluster at chain 1. And then your final single crochet, you're actually going to do it into the top of the turning chain. So into the top of the turning chain there, you're going to do your final single crochet. And that there is the end of row 3. Moving forward, you just want to repeat rows 2 and 3 back and forth until you have the desired length of your work or a finished swatch. This is actually super lovely. I like this a lot because at the front and at the back, there's certain clusters that are kind of pushed forward. So it adds a different dimension, but on both sides of the work. It just kind of looks like little triangles on top of one another. But yeah, it's very cool. Hey, while you're at it, why don't you just subscribe to my channel? Just do it. Just do it.